hate plan B.
I like that.
And I tell you why. Because we have so many doubters. We have so many of those people that say no and you can't do it, that's impossible. But when you start doubting yourself, that's very dangerous. Because now what you're basically saying is that if my plan doesn't work, I have a fallback plan, I have a plan B. And that means that you start thinking about plan B, and every thought that you put into plan B, you're taking away now that thought and that energy from plan A. And it's very important to understand that we function better if there is no safety net, because plan B becomes a safety net. It says that if I fail, then I fall and I get picked up and I have something else there that will protect me. And that's not good, because people perform better when there's no safety net. People perform better in sports and everything else if you don't have a plan B. I'm telling you, I've never ever had a plan B. I made a full commitment that I'm gonna go and be a bodybuilding champion. I made a full commitment that I'm gonna be in America. I made a full commitment that I'm gonna get in the show business and I'm going to be a leading man. No matter what it takes, I will do the work. I will do the work over and over and over until I get it. And the same was in politics and everything like that. So to me, it is very dangerous to have a plan B, because you're cutting yourself off from the chance of really succeeding. And the reason, one of the main reasons why people want to have a plan B is because they are worried about failing. What is if I fail, then I don't have anything else? Well, let me tell you something. Don't be afraid of failing, because there's nothing wrong with failing. You have to fail in order to climb that ladder. There's no one that doesn't fail. Michael Jordan said in one of his interviews, when they said, "You're unbelievable, you're the greatest basketball player of all times." I mean, tell me about that. And he says, well, you're just mentioning the successes. But he says, for me to become the greatest basketball player, I missed 9,000 shots when I was playing basketball at the NBA games. So during these games that he was so successful, he missed 9,000 shots. Does it make him a failure? No. He's one of the greatest basketball players of all times, but he failed 9,000 times. Do you get it? We all fail. What is not okay is that when you fail, you stay down. Whoever stays down is a loser. And winners will fail and get up. Fail and get up. Fail and get up. You always get up. That is a winner. That is a winner. I failed in bodybuilding. I lost bodybuilding competitions. I lost powerlifting competitions. I lost weightlifting competitions. I had movies that went in the toilet and that were terrible and got the worst reviews. Hey, we all lose. We all have losses. This is okay. And this is why I say, don't be worried about losing, because when you're afraid of losing, then you get frozen. You get stiff. You're not relaxed. You got to be, in order to perform well in anything, if it's in boxing or if it is on your job or with your thinking, is only happening when you relax. So relax. It's okay to fail. Let's just go all out and give it everything that you got. That's what it is all about. So don't be afraid to fail.
Wow.
All right, Arnold. Good morning.
There's a caveat to that.
What is it?
You need a plan B if you're depending on other people. when I'm depending on other people, like for instance, let's say Don's used to tell me, Potato, I'll be there at 9 o'clock to help you cut that tree down. You know, well, if you don't show up at 9 o'clock and I was depending on you, I'm screwed. Okay. But my plan B is I sharpen my chainsaw and do it myself. So the plan B is very necessary if you're depending on other people for things. But I agree with him. That's a great talk.
Yeah, amazing.
I really like it. When I joined MLM back in November of 1994, actually it was October, and I got all started in November. I had a lot of clients. In 94, I grossed about a $250,000 in my financial planning business. And that was pretty close to gross because spendable because there's very little overhead except for the continuing education and all that crap. But when I joined MLM in 1994, I called all my clients and I said, I have left the business. You need to find somebody else. And many of them said to me, well, who do you recommend? And I said, no one, because I don't want to be responsible for the person you select. And in November the 1st, I went balls to the wall. I guess that's probably not a good expression anymore, huh? But I went full speed ahead, the same amount of time that I was putting into my financial planning business, MLM business. It was like a 90-day go, you know? And in 5 months, I started in November, and in March, November, December, January, February, March. In 5 months, I was over 10,000 a month because I was putting that time in, but I still rode my horses. I still did my other things. So I didn't need the 15-hour commitment like Eric Warr says. I made my time, but I made it organized. But my plan B was, I didn't have a plan B. I just did it, I just did it. I never assumed because I was not depending on anybody, see? So I didn't need a plan B. I just went and I went and I went. And in 5 months, I was over 10,000 a month. The first 60 months in that company, half of them were record breaking. And when they had 5 categories, one category or another, I broke those records, half of them. And when I got to 30, 35,000 a month, that's enough to live on. So I didn't try to build more. I wanted to maintain it. And if the company hadn't all of a sudden failed me, I would still be with them. And that's why I'm so impressed with Lifeway. Talking to David Smith and seeing his videos, listening to I don't talk to him. I'd love to, but I can't. I haven't met him. But listening to his videos and his training, I can see that this is a company with a future for us because he's planning for the future. He's got this machine that increases plant growth by 10 times, and this Lifeway patch, although at this particular time, my own personal reaction to it, other than with my horse, has been negligible. But I think that's because I'm expecting instant things. I'm always looking for things to happen right away. And when I saw my horse quit drooling in one day, I knew those patches were working. And which brings up another issue. One of the videos that I saw I watched this morning, there's a girl, or maybe it's a person anyway. They have two patches on, and one's darker than the other. I wonder if it's the AccuLife patch.
Yeah. Is the AccuLife patch 2 patches?
Yeah, one is dark and one is light.
Well, so are the pain patches of 2?
One goes on the left, and the white one goes on the right side of the horse.
Right, and same with the energy enhancement patches.
I'm inclined. Yesterday when I was working on the trees out here, I spent 4 hours cutting these trees down that fell in my yard. And at one point, the pain in my right hip was so bad, I thought, oh man, I'm going to go down. But I quit moving that way. And finally, I avoided that pain. I'm thinking I might take those AccuLife patches, test them and see if I can use tan one on the left and a white one on the right, like I did with my horse.
Yeah. White on the right. Yeah, and you should try the pain patches too.
What?
The X39 Ice Wave.
I say nay to that one.
Yeah, don't put AccuLife on you. I don't think it's people.
You might turn into a horse. If you
Getting back to what I said, we have a future with LifeWave.
Yeah.
He's going to be here, and I think he's smart enough. Obviously he's pretty damn smart. He's a genius. That because he's in all these countries already, the chances of being shut down and so forth are slim.
Yeah, and you're talking about the company going on without him. As soon as
Yeah, let's face it, none of us are invincible in this physical life we're in now. But in addition to the LifeWave patches, though, he has other things. See, that's exciting.
Yeah.
So there's a good future with this company. And I have not convinced myself, and you guys got to help me. The $25 sign up thing to me sounds crazy.
But I like it as what we were talking the other day about. That's the low end option if you can't afford anything else.
Yeah.
25
And I'll
on
redo
one,
that presentation for LifeWave.
15 on the other. Yeah, exactly. So I think it's a good thing to offer, and I think I'm going to be focused on finding business builders in the next 90 days.
That's the key. I firmly believe that's the key.
Then I'll switch.
That's what I did. That's what I did with my first MLM. I sold making money because the great percentage of the population wants to make some extra money. And as Mark Hughes used to say, look, don't tell them they can make 10,000 a month. Show them that they can make what they want. So you find out what their hook is. Would $500 a month more make your life better? No problem. We can do it.
Yeah. That's a good point.
And that's part of that presentation. From $25 is our minimum. And what was the maximum? 1,500?
1,500. Yeah.
Cool.
And does anyone know what does that pay out? 15 if you bring in someone at 1,500? I'll have to. We should write these out. I'm going to write them out today.
Yeah.
It's probably $500.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, what you have to do is figure out what the value is of the products that you get for 1,500 if you retail them.
Right.
Excluding what your own personal use is going to be. So you figure out what the value of all those patches are retail. Okay, that's the maximum. The retail value, if you were to go out and retail them, what you would earn with that $1,500 package. So that's the top of the line.
It's really, it's not $1,500. You're getting $1,500 worth of value for sure, way more, right?
It's not. It doesn't cost $1,500.
It's $1,500, but you get $1,500 worth of product of your choice with that.
No. But what if you retail that product? That's what's the question.
Right. You're going to make more than $1,500 if you. So I like what you were saying the other day is somebody comes in at Diamond for $1,500. They get a whole bunch of product, but they could retail that product because they have everything now, and they can talk about it and retail it, and they can make money right away retailing it to people.
Exactly. If you have that whole spectrum of products, the person's got for instance, I got a neighbor right now. He's moving to St. George Island off of Costa Rica, and he just sold his place for millions, and he's got plenty of money. He says they want to replace his shoulder. He's leaving in less than 2 weeks from now. By the end of the month, he's going to be gone. And I'm going to go and take him some X39s that I have. And I'm going to say, his name is Jeff. Say, Jeff, put these on your shoulder and see what your pain level is. That's what I did with the guy who owns the hardware store. I put an X49 on his knee. He said, wow, the pain is gone. He said he was going to sign up, but he hasn't done that yet. And I haven't pushed him, but I'm going to go push him.
And I like what Onyx Cole says. If you're giving somebody something for free, like a patch, one, you put it on them right away so that you're not
And
waiting
that's what
for
I
them.
did with him. Yeah.
Right? And then you're saying, well, I want a report on how this is working. I'm going to follow up with you right away. You know,
No follow up, no business. You can't, you
Yeah,
got to
right.
follow up.
But because I'm giving this for free, one, I've heard, I don't know, I've heard that there's really a 3-day window to have someone try it for 3 days in a row, right? And then there's a good chance that someone's going to see some results from that. If it's just 1 day, maybe, just 2 days, maybe, but 3 days is the average. Some people it takes longer, you know, a few weeks. And then I also like the idea that, okay, try these for 3 months. And there's 100% money back guarantee. If you feel they don't work at all, you get all your money back. So what's, you know, there's no, it's
Exactly. Yeah.
no
I
losing
got-
with that.
I got that presentation coming together in my head.
Yeah,
That
me
was-
too.
It'll smoke them.
Yeah,
Now when I joined that company, well, you all know it was Herbalife. I spent $5,400. And the reason I did that was because the guy who put the program together, we were a special group with the company. No one else in the company knew what we were doing. He was selling a DVD with a business startup program. And I got that. And I ordered 5,000 of those books to mail out. See, so I went full bore, $5,450. And that's why I was successful.
Right.
And that's why the people above me started copying me.
right, right. And then I like the idea of if you have the patches on hand, ready to go,
Exactly.
a
You
lot
got
of
it.
people right away, it's like, okay, I'll give them to you right away, and then we'll put you down for an order, and when you get your order, you replace it. You
Yeah.
replace money.
So that's got to be part of the initial presentation.
Yeah.
Which I
Yeah.
did. You know, I had from, it was $85 to, I spent $5,400, you know, and you don't have to do that. What's comfortable for you?
Yeah, yeah,
But
right.
having
And
the
then there's
material in
always
hand,
people do what you do. You know, if you came in at $25, they'll come in at $25.
when I put that patch on, Mike's knee, and the next day he said, man, the pain is gone. I say, look, you should get a package. I got one right here. You can buy it from me retail, and you own this hardware store. You got all kinds of stuff going on. You probably don't want to do any business, but you should at least become a customer. But if you sign up as a retailer, which only costs you $25, right?
Yeah.
Is it $25?
Yeah.
Then if people rave about what you've done, you tell them it's free money. It's free money.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
All you gotta do is share your success.
Yeah.
Like Onyx said, I do it part-time.
Right.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, and then that's only a one-time $25 fee. It's not reoccurring. There's no obligation to order any product or be on any auto ship. And if they know you're building the business or we're building the business, you know, their position will be held there. You know, once we build under them, we're going to build under them. So half their business will be built. Half my business is built because of Mark. I think that's the case with all of us, you know. We only
Yeah,
have
well,
to
Mark,
build-
I signed up directly under Mark too, whatever
Right.
that means. And you know what? They say, and this is another thing in that convention. The Japanese guy said, tell me how it works. Tell me the compensation. She said, I'm not going to tell you. And when I
You know-
joined
Don't need to.
Herbalife, I saw the compensation and the circles and all that stuff, but I didn't care. I just sold the
Yeah.
package. And I
right,
said, when you start making sales, here's the solution. Making sales. If you don't make sales, you don't make any money.
right,
Period.
right. And then you also have to realize with this compensation plan, that you bring in anyone as a business. So if you bring in someone as a diamond for $1,500, you get paid right away on that. You don't have to do anything. That's an introductory bonus that you get paid weekly. So you're already making money. So somebody that comes in for $25 is already in business. They can already start making money, whether it's selling retail or because you could sell retail without having the product also. Someone can
Yeah.
order retail through the link.
That's got to be part of that pitch.
It has to be, because people can be in business for 25 bucks and start making money, especially in somewhere like Mexico where, people need money. They work for $40 a day.
My startup was $39.95.
Yeah.
$39.95. I told that lady, she said, I don't have $39.95. I said, I can't believe it. You can't find $39.95.
Right. What did you
Ma'am,
say?
I feel sorry. I feel sorry for you. Find the money and call me back. Here's my number.
Yeah, exactly. And then move on. Anyway, I'm excited to get started here. I think we've delayed it so much till January 3rd that it's kind of feels like it's never going to get here, January 3rd.
But
So
that's
anyway,
appropriate because we need to build up the excitement for it.
yeah.
And let's face it, right now, people this week especially, they're more concerned about Santa Claus. See my hat? I mean,
Yeah.
let's face it. No one right now is concerned about, that's the season.
Yeah.
Now, not
so-
everybody's that way. Some people don't give a rat's rear end. But the fact is, the majority of people right now are tied up in Christmas. But after Christmas, that's a new story.
Right. Yeah. So we're getting pretty close to that. How many days we have left? Like about a dozen or so. So that's it's going to be exciting to start this run. So, but this whole concept of not having a plan B. So I think we all have a plan B.
Only if
Because
you have to depend on someone else.
yeah, but no, I don't mean that. I mean, do we really have to do this business? That's what a plan B is. We don't really have to do it. If we really had to do it, then there would be no plan B. This is the only option. For me, it's a kind of a little bit in between, because I'm in Mexico and I can't go down the street and get a job. I have to work online. And to me, the best opportunity to work online is this. And so two things with this business. One is we're focusing on the online marketing aspect of it, meaning you can do it online with a computer. And two, there's significant potential in this business.
Well, Don, we don't need a plan B with this company because of the potential future with LifeWave.
Yeah,
That's a big deal. That
But
is
I'm
a big
thinking-
deal.
yeah, I'm thinking more of if we don't view this as the only option, the only plan A, it's not going to get as much serious attention come January as it could have, right? Kind of like burn the boats when you come January 3rd, because there's no other turning back, there's no other way out, there's no other option. It's this for 90 days and that's it. If we don't approach it that way, it's just going to be the same as it is.
And when I spent $5,450 to get started, that was my focus.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
And that's the advantage of a person buying the $1,500 package with LifeWave.
Right.
They will be committed.
Yeah. And
if
some
you're
of
not
us
gonna be-
have, right? I think Simon purchased 1,500. Didn't you purchase one of the higher
I got-
packs, D?
Bronze. I just did bronze. That's what the what's his nuts said to do. Get the bronze. So I
I'm a
bought the
diamond.
bronze.
What did you do, D?
Huh?
I'm a diamond.
Diamond. So D came in as a diamond, which is the highest end. So did Simon. So there you go. And then that's inspiring, right? Dee, when you talk to other people and they ask you, when you say you came in as a diamond, then it's like, okay, this is serious.
Yeah.
I don't tell them that.
You should. Well, when they ask, right? To me, it's usually, to me, what it means is this person is committed to making this happen. I want to work with that person.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yep.
there's a lot of rationale for going full speed if it's in your budget. If it's not in your budget, don't do it. If you can't even, if you can
Because
only
it adds-
afford,
It adds
25
pressure and
bucks.
the pressure
Yeah.
either. Yeah,
yeah. But whatever you do, get started.
yeah.
Because if you don't start the motor, you're never going to get anywhere.
I never heard that one. That's a good one. If you never start the motor, you're never gonna get anywhere. Okay, Brady, you can relate to that one.
Yep, that's true. If you don't feed the horse, you're not gonna go anywhere either.
I already fed my horses. I met some people in town this morning at 7 a.m. to get a little bit of prospecting. And I came back and fed my horses on the way up here to the house.
Yeah.
And I let the damn chickens out.
I've done that before.
Yeah.
They don't need much, just a little crack and they're gone.
So what we need to focus on for sure is to start to go 90 days, whatever you call it, exactly how many hours that we're going to do.
Yeah.
And I can tell you for sure, I can't imagine anyone committing to 1,500 hours a day. I mean, 15 hours a day.
But if you have the 15 hours, then you have the 15 hours. So
There's no way I could do 15 hours. I got
No,
horses
no.
to feed, dogs to feed, fences to repair.
yeah. Yeah. So it's whatever you could commit to yourself, and however, what the work is going to be that you commit to yourself. How many people are you going to be contacting?
And believe it or
how?
not, when I was 16 years old, I decided that my life is going to be divided into three things: my spiritual growth, my financial growth, and my physical growth. And I've always stuck to that.
Wow, cool.
All my life, I've stuck to those three things. That's why I have the horses. Three things: spiritual, financial, and physical.
Yeah.
There's nothing else.
Yeah.
And if you do well on the physical, you need all three of those. If you do well on the financial, the other ones fall into place equally. And you got to enjoy your life. If you don't enjoy your life, you're dead in the water.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Tammy or somebody, do you have the PDF copy of, what am I saying, of the presentation?
PDF?
Yeah, well, it was on, the hell do you use for that?
Which presentation?
You haven't seen it, I don't think.
That was a
I've
live one.
I've got it, but it's not working right.
Right. And was there a
Which-
PDF? Like,
Well, it's not a PDF. What the hell program did he run that in? Program I don't even use.
oh, it was the slide deck. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
What program is that?
Um,
It's just a Microsoft program. Anyway, I can't get the
PowerPoint.
PowerPoint. Mine is not playing right, so I just didn't know if somebody had a copy. Send me the link to it.
I see.
yeah, I probably have it somewhere. Yeah, it was a PP, whatever the PowerPoint extension. is.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it out, see if I can get the videos to play. Although I might have to ask Angela because she told me before how to do that. There's something you gotta switch on.
Right, because then you did one live, right?
Yeah, I've got the live one copied, but I don't want to use that.
Right.
Well, I'm not gonna use it. Number one, I'm up in the corner of the screen talking. And it came out really good, but I don't want that voice. I'm doing it. I want to do it live
So you want to read
or at least record it so it's much more exciting.
Right.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got interrupted. You're making a presentation, Brady?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have enough. We only got 4 minutes.
4 minutes, yeah, PowerPoint presentation. And then, and so I'm gonna, what I'm gonna work on this week, I'm gonna get the commissions laid out for the business builders.
Yeah, what we need is the maximum you can earn buying the big package. If you retail all those products,
Breakdown.
Oh, okay, yeah,
that's the number. If you retail all those products that you buy, except for the one that you use, your
Yeah.
income would be blah.
yeah. Well, you could look at the ones you use that has to go on your auto ship every, your personal order every month. So you only need one package out of whatever you get as your initial order. The rest you're gonna order every month. And I'm pretty sure, I'm still unclear on that, but I think you only have to do a 55 personal volume every month. Doesn't matter what level you come in at.
I don't know.
Right?
Yeah,
Just to say-
I've been going so far over on that, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I think it's 55 for everyone. Until you hit manager, then it's 110. So
Yeah.
that bumps it up. And then
Don.
the only reason to keep yourself active and the auto ship active is your business volume accumulates for a year. So even though you're not getting paid on it now, you could get paid on it 6 months from now. And so you don't want to let that go because it's money, it's dollars. So I probably have maybe $700 in business volume that's been built over the last year that I'm starting to collect on now. But that number, because I've been on ownership every month, that number never disappeared. Otherwise it wipes out if you don't place your minimum. And that's the only reason. So yeah, if you order a pack, all that product could be retailed.
Yeah,
So the question
that's what
is
we
how
need
much-
to know. The minimum is
okay.
$25. The maximum
Yeah.
is, what's the retail value of all that product
Yeah, all
minus
that
the one you keep for yourself.
Right, okay.
In,
cool.
in reality, if you bought the big package, if you sold all of it without using any of it, that's all retail. So
Right,
that would be maximum.
yeah,
That's the number. That's the number to use. Forget
and
about
then-
what your self-consumption. If you sold every bit of that at retail, what would your income be? That simplifies it.
okay, I'm gonna look up that and I'm gonna look up the money back guarantee to see exactly. I'll call support if I have to.
Cool.
what's
All right.
involved. And another
We'll be
thing
re-
on logistics, we're gonna take some days off for Christmas for these calls, so definitely Christmas Eve, 24th, 25th, and 26th, I think. I'm gonna take those 3
When's
Friday,
days
Christmas?
Saturday,
off.
Sunday.
When
And
is
then
Christmas?
January 31st, 1st, and 2nd, unless you guys think we should really do some calls, but
Is Christmas
yeah.
Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday.
yeah. So that's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, back at it on Monday. And then same with New Year's. New Year's is a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, back on the Monday, which is the 3rd.
And you know what we should do, Don? After we get the video, the promotion video, each one of us should have our elevator pitch to share.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay,
The
Before
elevator
the
pitch to share.
okay,
Mine is my horse.
okay.
No.
cool.
That's easy.
Well, that's
Yeah,
short and sweet.
Yeah, that's a good
My
thing,
horse.
Yeah,
Okay, we're out of time.
never out of time. We got the
Awesome.
rest of our life.
We're out of time for right now.
Thanks.
Awesome.
Thanks, Don.
Great
See you
call,
guys
guys.
tomorrow.
Thanks,
Plan A, this is
Don.
plan A.
Bye-bye.
We'll see you tomorrow.